Oh. Right, should we do some D&D?
What?
Actually,
What's
wait,
that?
Jordan,
No.
how are you still eating?
I'm not still eating. I put the
It's
plate
me
down.
now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How did you know I was eating? I didn't tell you. I didn't know you knew I was eating and you were waiting for me to finish.
That's all we can hear. Alright, is everyone ready?
Okay,
born
on
ready.
three we say poo poo pee pee cock and balls. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Poo poo pee pee cock and balls. Poo poo pee.
Okay. Let's go.
Wait, I'm not recording.
For fuck's sake, are you serious?
Wait, we're recording this?
I didn't agree to this.
Hello and welcome to Questicles, a D&D podcast. I am today's host and DM. My name is Kyle. And on this episode today, we have Jim, who will be playing...
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Playing
know
a different game while I was playing D&D.
Well, it was going well for about 30 seconds.
I actually wasn't. I just didn't have my character description up and in front of me. Eric Pierce, 35-year-old human, male.
We have Sam, who will be playing...
Body knock. Is that my name?
Great, okay.
Body
Yeah,
knock
great.
Schlep.
Wait, who are you asking?
knock-
The audience?
Body knock schlep.
We leave a
Body
moment for them to
knock
answer.
Body knock schlep. I'm a rock gnome of 95 years.
Okay. We have Jordan, who will be playing...
I'm Rhombus.
It sounds like
Like,
you're
not-
correcting your real life name there, Jordan.
I'm Rhombus.
No, I'm Rhombus.
Yeah, I'm a shape. Rhombus
14.
is a dragonborn. He's 25 years old. He's male. He's mysterious.
Yep. Okay. We don't need to get into all that now. And,
Just
we
reading
have
out the
Jake.
card.
And we have Jake, who will be playing.
Vidania Dance. She's a very old elf.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the crew. But what are they doing here? Let's take a look. The story begins with Polivadance, a half-elf, 28-year-old male. He's not an adventurer. He's just a regular old half-elf who lives his half-elf life. And one day fell in love with the beautiful, beautiful Jennifer, a human. The two were married and for 1 year lived happily together in the town of Lubbydale. And just one morning, out of nowhere, out of the blue, just a regular morning, Polliver opens his eyes, yawns in bed, notices that Jennifer isn't laying beside him. But maybe she got up early to cook some breakfast. He's not too worried. So he gets out of bed, goes for a stroll to his kitchen. She's not in there, so she's not cooking breakfast. But maybe she went for a walk to clear her head. So he's going to continue going about his life as normal. He's just going to, make himself some breakfast. He's going to go out into his front garden. He sees his next door neighbour, Rhombus, who's mowing his lawn. The two share a wave and a smile. They don't speak much, but they're friendly. They're on good terms. Polliver retreats inside, but now it's approaching noon, and still no sign of Jennifer. He's starting to become concerned.
My wife.
That was the worst Borat impression, though. That was...
Travel back in time.
Really great way to derail the story with just 2 words.
Wait, sorry, whose wife?
We'd all resisted the urge.
Polliver. God damn it.
Well, that's the end of this episode. I'm gonna eat some more dinner.
Okay, right. So Polliver, it's the afternoon. He goes for a walk around Lubbydale. He speaks to the church minister, who's not seen Jennifer anywhere. He speaks to the shopkeepers. They've not seen any sign of Jennifer either. He really doesn't know quite what to do. So he returns home, hoping to write a letter to Jennifer's family. But when he steps through his front door, not through it, he doesn't step through the front door. He opens the front door, and then steps into his home. On the floor is an envelope. He takes the envelope and he opens it, and written on a piece of parchment is, "I have Jennifer. You will have to complete my death maze in order to get her back. You may bring anyone who will come with you." I didn't write this out.
Wow, way to derail the story.
Beware.
If you want your wife.
Lots of love, Echipong, the Grand Wizard.
Of what?
Echipong.
Echipong.
Pong.
Echipong. Echipong. Echipong.
That is a CBBS character name and a half.
And that name on that piece of parchment strikes fear into Polliver's heart. He's heard of Echipong before. He's the old wizard who lives on his own in a castle. That no one goes to the castle. No one speaks to him. No one actually sees Echipong anywhere. There were rumours that he doesn't even exist, but this confirmed it.
How do they know he's old?
Well, I guess they don't really. Yeah, that's probably stereotyping a little bit.
One could say maybe the rumours have been around so long, and the castle still seems oddly active that we have no choice but to assume he's quite old.
Yes, that would be a better explanation.
Shame,
So-
it's not the one you came up with, but you can have it if you like. Well, give me an inspiration point, and you can have it.
royalties.
Okay, we'll roll with that. Anyway,
Do I get the inspiration point?
Polliver has gone from curious to worried to panicked. He begins to frantically think of people to talk to. He doesn't ring, there's no phone.
He rings the town bell.
He rings the town bell, which, as everyone knows, summons the police. The police, they speak to Polliver. Polliver explains what happens, but they just laugh at him because they don't think that Echipong's real. No one's ever been seen coming out of the castle before. And you know, it's a kid's tale. The kids run around and spread it. Don't go near the castle because old Echipong will get you. So Polliver has no luck there. He comes to the realization that the only way he's ever going to see Jennifer again is to complete the death maze. So he begins writing letters, does Polliver. Writing letters to all of his
Is that
friends.
Sorry, question. Is that like letters in like correspondence, or is in like individual parts of the alphabet?
Both.
Both.
Yes. He writes letters into letters and sends them to his friends and family. We cut to a montage of Polliver frantically writing, "I'm so alone. I'm so frightened. I'm so worried about Jennifer's safety. What do I do? Will you help me?" Lots of love, Polliver. And he sends them to everyone he knows. He stumbles to the post office the next day with a huge stack of letters in each hand. Well, they're heavy letters. He had to put gifts in every one to try and tempt the family members to joining his cause. So he posts all his letters, and unfortunately, there are very few responses. But there are responses from 3 people. These 3 people are members of Poliver's family or extended family, who have sent a reply and have told him that they are going to help him. So let's start with the letter from Poliver's Poliver's mother, Vidania Dance. So Vidania, who are you? Let's hear a little bit more about who Vidania is.
So yeah, Vidania is very old. She doesn't have much longer to live. Roughly 15 years, but if by the looks of things, it's probably about 4. She's Poliver's mum, in case we didn't already say that. She's the epitome of a sweet old lady, though since nobody has deeply hurt her son. Since someone has deeply hurt her son.
Since nobody's deeply hurt her son, she can just go on her day as normal.
She's not afraid to let her feral side run wild. She used to be a warrior, but settled down only 50 years ago, to retire and have a... She only had the family in the last... Okay.
Well, he's only like 28, isn't he?
Elves don't turn like super old till very late in their life.
Yeah, I know.
Lucky bastards.
She hasn't picked up a weapon since. She's now ready for vengeance. She's neutral good.
Let's look as Poliver opens the second letter from his good friend Bodyknock Schlepp. Bodyknock, let's hear a bit about you.
Hey ho, it's me. That's a nice gnome reference. Hey ho, no, Seven Dwarfs. Hey ho,
that's
it's
racist.
me, Bodyknock Schlepp. I'm a 95-year-old gnome. I'm very good at building things. Yeah.
Look
I
again.
am.
89 years old down here.
Oh, sorry.
True age.
89-year-old gnome. So I'm a bit of a Tony Stark, if you will. I like to make machinery and
You're dead.
spoilers. Jesus.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Great. We have to write that in the description of the episode now.
Bit of an inventor. He knows a lot about mechanical stuff. He's always looking for chaotic solutions to simple problems using machinery and mechanical knowledge and stuff like that. He's a bit of a rogue sometimes. He's very creative in the way of dealing with problems, in the sense that he's not afraid to get a little bit nasty with his tactics. He may be small, but he's very, very clever. And he's good. He's some would describe him as chaotic good, if you will. And he's very good friends with Oliver. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. And yeah, the only other detail that may or may not be important is that Bodyknock was best man at the wedding between Jennifer and Oliver.
He did indeed win the best man award. That's the.
And the final letter that was returned to Poliver's home was from Eric Piss, and this one was a very different kind of letter.
Was it covered in piss?
I'll leave that up to
Practically
Jim.
dripping.
Right, yes, it's me. It's a letter from me, Eric. Hello. I hear that you... So, terrible news about my sister. I always knew that you wouldn't be able to protect her. Though, to be honest, I thought it would be... I was hoping that you'd at least sort of get in the way of a sword or something for her, but no, it seems that you're so inept that she's stolen and taken in your sleep. I'm going to help you find her, not for you, Poliver, but for her. My poor sister has surely suffered enough being married to you, and you've let her fall into the hands of some evil mythological wizard figure. So I'm going to help you. I'm not going to be happy about it. And perhaps after this we can settle things out in the yard. Queensberry rules, and I can put you in the ground.
Thank you very much, Jim. So, Poliver is slightly intimidated by Eric Piss's letter. He questions whether or not to reply, but he only got 3 letters back, so he doesn't really have much of an option. And he knows that Eric is a great fighter, so he may be of great value in the death maze. Anyway, Polliver sends letters back to Vidania, to Bodyknock, and to Eric, telling them that he will meet them at the hill in front of the castle, which is another bit that was was in the letter that I forgot to mention earlier. And
So we had to send. It's like, oh, I forgot that bit. I'll have to send them another letter. I should.
so another letter comes through Polliver's door saying, by the way, Polliver, it's me, Echipong again. Turns out
You
I've
run
forgotten
outside
my
as
last
soon as the
letter.
letterbox opens and just sees a hooded figure running away.
Just like scuttling away as fast as he can.
Yeah.
Like ducking behind a lamppost.
This is a very slow way to respond to a kidnapping. Writing some
yeah.
letters. He didn't even send the letters on the day he found out about the kidnapping. He said he sent it the next day.
And he's not even paying for next day delivery, so a few days have passed since Jennifer's been missing now. Polliver's getting really worried. Anyway, in the letter from Echipong, it says, come to the castle, and I'll make sure you are safely entered into the death maze. But your safety may not last long once you get in.
Polliver's
Wait,
going
you
to
will
be
make
safely
mistakes?
entered.
Why does he care? He's playing into the death maze. Why is he like, they have to get in safely?
Well,
Here,
you know, it
we'll
might be a
make sure
trap.
that you have a nice and safe journey into the maze of death.
I was more laughing at the phrase that you said that Polliver would be safely entered. You wouldn't want to get syphilis in the death maze.
Yes, Polliver sends letters back to Vidania, Bodyknock, and to Eric, graciously thanking them for their help and telling them where to meet him tomorrow. And then he goes to his cold, empty bed and starts sobbing. And through the wall on the other side, the house next to Polliver's, Rhombus can hear some sobbing. Let's hear a bit more about who Rhombus is.
So, I overheard Polliver crying about his situation, and I'm offering to help, even though we've only spoken 2 or 3 times before.
Polliver's sobbing on his pillow, and he hears a knock on the door, and it's Rhombus, who has inappropriately decided to knock at this hour.
Hello.
Tell us what's wrong. So Polliver says, "Oh, it's you. I'm sorry," and he's wiping the tears away, trying to make it look like he's not crying. Sorry, I was just settling in for the night.
Oh, well, I heard you.
Do you always cry before you settle in?
Why is your mother here?
It's just Polliver at the door.
Okay. Well, I heard you crying about your situation. I thought I might come in and offer a hand.
Oh, thank you so much for your kindness, but I couldn't possibly ask you to do something so daring and brave on my behalf.
Oh, nonsense! I'll give you a hand.
Polliver,
Does Polliver know what the problem is yet? Sorry, does Rhombus know what the problem is, or does he just know
Rhombus doesn't quite know what he's getting himself into.
So, what is this? What is this quest?
Quest.
It's more like a questicle.
My poor wife, Jennifer. You've probably seen her
Oh,
around the garden sometimes.
Yep.
She's been taken by an
Makes it
evil
sound
wizard.
like Rhombus just watches her.
Polliver says, Jennifer's been taken by Echipong, the wizard who lives in the castle. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've heard he's got a death maze.
He does have a death maze, and
Yeah.
and I need to complete it to get Jennifer back. Will you help me?
Oh, Well, I have a few skills that could be put to some use.
What skills does he have?
Polliver breaks down crying and goes in for a hug. Are you gonna hug him?
Yeah, I'll awkwardly hug him.
Okay. Polliver embraces Rhombus tightly, saying "thank you" into his ear, and then says, "Will you meet me tomorrow at the big hill in front of the castle? Bring all the equipment you can. It's gonna be tough. I can't promise you'll make it out of it, but you're doing a good thing. You're very noble, sir."
Thank you.
Who says thank you when you get in a situation like this? Do you know what I mean? If you're doing something noble, you don't just say like,
You're a real hero.
That's
Thank
the
you.
last time I was going to call him noble throughout this campaign.
Well, I guess I'd best go to bed if I want to wake up early in the
What are
morning.
you doing this for?
Rhombus is going to bed.
Okay. So yeah, Rhombus leaves. Polliver shuts the door. They both go to bed, and the night cycle continues, and it's the morning. And
Wow, a day-night cycle. Game has ever been.
it's a really impressive new feature in this campaign. Polliver wakes up and he has his lucky charms, and he gets all his gear together. He's not much of a fighter, you see. He's not much of an adventurer. He'll really struggle. There's no way that he would be able to complete this death maze on his own. But he's hoping that the skills of the people that have surrounded him will help him excel. He goes to the big hill, and already there, waiting for him bright and early, is Rhombus.
Oh, hi.
Oh, thank you for coming. I had a thought this morning that you might not show up because it's so random that you said yes.
Well, I don't think it's random. You're my neighbour. You're in need.
Oh, you're the best neighbour I've ever had, Rhombus. The best.
I think Rhombus is expecting something in return. He's got his own death maze that he needs.
This is all practice for how to make his death maze better.
Wait, you haven't told us about this world, Kyle. Does everybody just have a death maze in the front garden? It's like
No.
a competition.
Having a death maze is not normal at all. The words death maze have never been paired together by and uttered by anyone in this world other than Echipong. Rhombus and Polliver are standing there at the big hill, and then out of the distance walks Polliver's good friend, Body Knock. And Polliver goes, "Oh, Body Knock, it's so good to see you again. It's been a while." And he
Hey, what's
makes
up,
his
man?
way over and does a handshake.
Yeah, I was going to
Gestures
say we have a
or
secret
something.
handshake. I
Yeah,
think the
what's
handshake
secret
should
handshake
include.
like?
It's like that one from Spider-Man they do where he does with Ned, but then at the end like they do like a chest bump of each other because that's like a body knock, if you will. So,
Wait, what one from Spider-Man?
do you know the handshake Peter and Ned do in Spider-Man: Homecoming and Far From Home, and also in Endgame as well.
Right, okay. So you do something like that, and then you bump chests.
Yeah.
How do you? How
Even though
does
you're
that work? Given you're a
Considerably
gnome,
shorter.
you'd be about a bit past his knee. You have to really
You just
jump.
chest bump his dick.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So
That's
you
why it's a
chest
secret
bump, and he
handshake.
just like thrusts forwards with his
Yeah.
pelvis.
They're just
Well,
two
onto the
friends
knee.
who are. They're just two friends who are very close in each other's, very comfortable in each other's company.
Exactly.
So the secret handshake is complete, and then out of the distance comes Vidania Dance, walking slowly with a crane. It takes her a little bit longer to get to them than the others.
Wait, do you mean a cane?
Sorry. And a crane. She brought her pet crane along. It's on a lead.
So this is how she gets around her no weapons loophole.
Well, you see, Vidania doesn't see very well anymore, so the crane helps guide her in what direction is safe.
For
It's a seeing eye
clarity,
Cree.
she has a walking stick, not a bird or a machine.
Oh no, she has the walking stick and the bird.
And her walking crane.
Yeah, that's canon now. So Polliver goes, "Mum, it's so nice to see you," and then like goes towards her for a big hug, but then hesitates and goes, "Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't hug her because she's so frail," and then like gently kind of pats her on the head.
Fellas, are we here yet?
What, Mum?
Is it? Sorry, it just reminds me of Trump when he's got that minion at Halloween and he doesn't know what to do with it, so he just pats it on the head and leaves a chocolate bar on top.
Sorry, is your mum okay?
Who's that?
Oh, this is my neighbour, Rhombus.
I'm Rhombus. Hello. I'm a dragonborn.
Rhombus, this is. I'm glad you said it because she might not have been able to tell. Anyway, Rhombus, this is my mum, Vidania. You can call her Vidania, or you can call her mum because you're like a brother to me now.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, dearie.
Oh.
I brought cookies.
How many cookies has Vidania brought?
How many of us are there? Including Polliver, there's 5.
Yeah, 5 of you in total. Well, not. Do you count the crane? Does the crane get a cookie?
The crane has his own separate stash of cookies.
Okay. The crane just has like a bag of cookies around its neck.
Yeah, he has like a knitted sort of wrap sack that goes around his neck. That he can just dip his beak into and grab a cookie.
Okay. So you guys, you all take a cookie. Are you all going to eat the cookie? Is it a nice cookie?
Yeah. Why is this an option?
How would he know? You're the DM. You control
This is
how
very
good
low
the cookies
stakes.
are.
I want to see what Rhombus thinks of the cookie.
They're very nice. They're lovely.
Okay, so it's all swings and roundabouts so far, but then
That means bad things and good things.
Well, the
I
bad
guess
thing is
bad
the
things
kidnapped
is the
wife.
death maze. Yeah, bad things is the death maze. Good things is the cookies.
You just interpret it as, oh, we're having fun, not like...
well, you have fun on a swing and a roundabout, don't you? Which one's the bad one?
So, it's just a really good day, swings and roundabouts.
So you thought swings and
I thought it was just
Kyle-
everyone's having a
Kyle-
great time.
Kyle at the birth of his child. Oh, this swings and roundabouts.
how's your wedding been? Swings around
Swings
about.
and roundabouts.
Anyway, in fact, being swings and roundabouts is probably more accurate in its real sense than what I said anyway, because there is a very serious, dark reason why you're all here.
But we
and
got cookies.
Is it the death maze? Is that the serious dark thing?
Yes, what else?
Exactly.
Over the hill comes Eric Piss, who swaggers towards the rest of the party. And Polliver is going to approach Eric and say, "Eric, I'm glad you came. Thank you so much for your help."
Don't mention it.
Is that
Look,
Eric Pierce?
Yes, Mum. It's Eric Piss.
Eric, it's so good to see. Oh, who's gone? Jordan's
Jordan's
gone.
gone.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, Vidania was just saying something to Eric.
Eric, it's so good to see you. How's the wife?
The wife? Oh, she's womanly. Preggers again.
Again, that's wonderful.
Yes. I don't tend to see the children much because I'm apart from when I'm on leave from the wars. And when I am, I have other things to attend to, like death mazes.
Like another kid in your child. In your child.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Which wars have you done?
Which wars? Well, I'm. Well, it
Me,
may,
any
you
good
know,
wars?
the big one, the war with Southworld. Killed a lot of.
Southworld.
It killed a lot of Southerners.
Southworld.
Who are you? Who are you,
Oh, I'm
sir?
I'm Rhombus. Nice to meet you.
Uh,
Um,
pleasure. You weren't at the wedding? No, I don't believe I've
no, I live
been
I live
introduced.
next door to Oliver.
And you're friends of his and Jenny's?
Oh, we're brothers now.
Polliver, is it appropriate to high five in that situation? Yeah, sure. He high fives, gestures for a high five with Rhombus. You can high five him
That's
back.
not.
I'll
That's not
shake
gonna
his
la-
hand.
That isn't going to land well with Eric. I don't think.
Okay, you extend your hand and then he awkwardly puts his hand down from the high five and shakes your hand instead. So it's far from the connection that Body Knock and Polliver have, but it's something. Anyway, Polliver says, Eric, just before we enter, can I speak to you in private for a moment, if that's okay?
Okay.
Eric and Polliver go to the side, and Polliver says, Eric, firstly, again, thank you so much for coming, but I'm slightly concerned about something that you wrote in your letter about a one-on-one duel. Is that something that maybe you were drunk?
Well, I'm just saying you've insulted the honor of my sister by failing to protect her, and by doing that, you've insulted the honor of the entire Piss family. And as the de facto man of the family now, I should put you in your place with a simple duel, just fisticuffs, nothing too sharp. But first, let's save our sister, and then we can get to me. I can get to pounding the pulp out of you when we're done.
He's gonna fuck him.
Is that what pounding the pulp out of someone would mean?
So Polliver he's not overly keen about that response, but the most important thing is saving Jennifer. So he nods and turns away and regroups with the rest of them. So the five of you are standing together in a circle when all of a sudden you seem to notice a faint blue glow coming from Rhombus's head. Is anyone going to say anything?
I think it would be kind of rude to say anything.
Okay, so in that case, no one says anything, and the glow gets brighter and brighter.
I'm fairly rude and don't speak. I'd say
Verdania's eyesight isn't good enough to notice.
That's true.
you're glowing, man. Good God, your head it's glowing.
Wait, what? What do you? Oh my!
Just as Eric says that, and Rhombus starts to become self-conscious about his glowing head, the outline of Eric's head also starts to glow brighter and brighter.
You're glowing too.
Oh God!
You're glowing.
You've given me the glow.
I haven't given you anything.
And then before long, all of the characters start glowing bright blue, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And there's a bit of a panic, and then everything becomes completely blue, and then the glow dies down, and you're inside now. You're outdoors. Before there was a big hill, you could see the castle, but now you're in a small room. There's not much in the room, but there is a table, and there are 5 potions on the table.
This is a very small maze. There aren't even any corners.
There's an engraving on the wall near a big door that's closed for the moment, and it just says, "Welcome to my maze." So, would anyone like to inspect the potions?
I inspect the door.
Okay. So it's just a normal door. Do you want to check if it's locked or unlocked?
I'll attempt to. Yes, I'll attempt to open the door.
Okay. You attempt to open the door, and as soon as you so it's got one of those twisty handles. As soon as you twist the handle, you hear a loud echoing voice, and it goes,
Ah, so you've come to the Death Maze. It's me, Echipong, the wizard.
Who?
I'm glad. Oh, God. Echipong, Grand Wizard.
Who's that?
You won't have met me before. I don't speak to people.
Who's Edgy Dong?
It's not Edgy Dong. It's Echipong. And I'm glad that you've come to gain your wife back, Poliver.
and Poliver is he's slightly afraid, and the voice goes,
Oh, poor Poliver. Seems you could only muster up 4 friends to come with you. Rather sorry-looking bunch. One of them's an old lady. The maze begins here. As soon as you open the door, you will enter the first room of the maze. But before that, a gift to you, to make things a little easier for you, perhaps. On the table in front of you, there are 5 potions. Each of you must take one. Whilst you're in the maze, each of these potions must be drunk by someone, otherwise Jennifer will be going nowhere. There are labels on the potions, and that is the only description you'll get of what the potions do. You don't have to drink them now. You can save them for an opportune moment. You can do whatever you want with them, but the potions must be drunk by somebody.
and then the door starts to wobble, and the voice fades, and then a light appears on the table, like a big spotlight appears down on the 5 potions.
Did the crane get teleported?
Yes, the crane is in there with you, and the bag of cookies, and all the equipment that you brought, which is everything that it says in your character sheets. Unless, I'll give you this one opportunity to say whether you brought anything extra with you.
I
Within
brought a
reason.
gun. Damn it.
No, I'm not letting you have a gun.
Vidania just brought her knitting supplies.
Okay, knitting supplies and the crane.
Yeah, on the crane.
I
And-
bought
and
a
cookies.
I brought an Iron Man suit.
Okay, you've got the Iron Man suit with you, but I'm gonna say that you have to transport it on like a little wagon with you everywhere, unless you wear it.
Sure, yeah, I'll have it.
Sure. Anything for Rhombus or Eric?
I bought a packed lunch.
Okay.
So that'd be some it'd be Brie and Rocket.
Is Eric bringing anything else with him from home?
Nothing but his weapon. No, nothing but his weapons and his armor.
Sure. Okay. So you guys are looking at the potions. I'll read out what the potions say, because each of them has a label with something written on them. They're all yellow potions. They're not distinguishable from one another, just on sort of by surface level looking.
Well, they're piss.
There's one that says potion of temporary invisibility.
Oh,
One
this
that
is
says
going to be
potion of-
easier than I thought. I expected something
One
more
that
cryptic.
says potion of hefty clumpers. Another says potion of apple juice. Another says potion of certain death. And another says potion of ... healing ?
Well, I think the potion of apple juice will go quite nice in my lunch.
It's definitely piss. Take it from someone who's offered off people a lot of apple juice. that is not apple juice in the past. That one is
I-
definitely piss.
I'm sure it'd be apple juice.
Knock yourself out.
I'm not going to drink it now. I'm going to save it for my lunch.
I'll take the bottle of instant death.
Certain death.
So certain death.
I mean, yeah. Okay. You don't drink it, do you? Or do you want to drink it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Definitely a drink for when you're sort of 5 shots in, I think. Certain, a shot of certain death.
Sure. Anyone else want to do anything with the potions?
What does Poliver take?
So do you want to ask him to take one? Because
Yeah.
he's just standing there. He's letting you go first. But if you ask him to take one, he might do something.
Do something.
So he's gonna grab the potion of temporary invisibility.
Vidania's gonna get her crane to direct her for the one of hefty clompers.
Okay. She reaches out onto the table and sort of like tries to grab it and
Yeah, has to sort of power
sort of
around on the
wobbles in her
table to
hand.
find it first, and then
yeah.
she puts it in the crane sack.
Okay. So the crane might just help itself to it,
Possibly.
or is the crane trained enough to know not to drink it?
It's trained. It depends on if it's feeling like a naughty day.
Okay. I'll leave it up to you then whether you want the crane to drink the potion or not. So let me know.
Crane gonna get hefty clompers.
Let me know if the crane drinks the potion because it could be important. So yeah, the only one left on the table is the potion of ... healing question mark. And,
I want to take the one of hefty clompers, but
well, you could negotiate.
sure,
to take
I'll take it. Yeah.
You'll take the healing one.
Yeah. I've got no choice. Yeah. I'll have it.
Okay. So as soon as Body Knock lifts the potion off of the table disintegrates and the doors that were wobbling open, and reveal another room for you to go into. The 5 of you and the crane make your way into the next room, which is it's much bigger than the room you were just in. It's about sort of the square footage of a football pitch, but it's rounded. It's a circular room, and there are lines on the floor dividing into 5 different sections. And in the middle, there's a podium, and on the podium, there's a mouse in a little box. If you look at the ground like a pizza, it's like 5 different slices of pizza around the floor.
Around the mouse.
And then the mouse is in the center in it's like a little glass box, so you can see that it's a mouse very clearly.
Is there a lid, or is it like a cage?
It's a sealed box.
Okay.
Would anyone like to investigate anything? Touch anything? Try
Can I look at the mechanism of the box, please? Use my mechanical mind to see if there's any kind of
Sure.
mechanical magic.
Uh,
Mechanical.
Sam, can you roll me insight?
Sure. So. Oh, 19.
Oh,
Nat
nat
20.
20. Yeah. Okay. So you've got a great understanding of what this mechanism is, and that's because it's a very regular podium and a very regular glass box. Nothing special about it at all. There's no lid. There doesn't seem to be a way inside that you can tell without breaking it.
Okay. Can I break it?
Yeah. How would you like to do that?
Can I use the lasers on my Iron Man suit to slice through it cleanly?
I'm also going to say if you want to put the Iron Man suit on, it's going to be like applying armor in D&D rules, so it'll take like I don't know.
Wait.
Let's say it'll take you 10 minutes to put it on.
I have an idea. So there's the pizza around there, and there's 5 of us. Should we all
Five
stand on
dollars,
one
yeah.
pizza slice each and see what happens?
Mm.
That's my thought.
So are you going to do that?
Yep.
Does everyone agree?
You're a smart
I-
guy,
I-
Rhombus.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Rhombus orchestrates everyone to go stand on a different slice of pizza, and you all stand on your different slices, and nothing
What?
happens.
Where am I going?
Shut up, woman. Bobby Knox really rude to
Nothing happened.
Luckily-
Mrs. Dance now
Ev-
because he didn't acknowledge her when he said hello.
Everyone, everyone just moves to a different pizza slice. So all that Vidania had to do was just stand on the one she was on.
Does the
But yeah, nothing happens. Nothing that you can see anyway.
What's the mouse doing? Does it look scared? Has it got anything to eat?
Can you roll me investigation?
Yes. There we go. 6.
So yeah, from what you can tell, the
Not
mouse is
4.
just doing. From what both Eric and Rhombus can tell, the mouse is just doing kind of general mouse stuff. You don't really know much about mice and what they do. So you know, it doesn't especially look happy or sad to you. It's just kind of, it's moving, it's breathing, it's wandering about a little bit, but just kind of regular.
Can I tap on the glass?
Yep. So when you tap on the glass, it kind of like, it notably gets a little bit scared and kind of retreats to the other side of the glass from what you tap it on.
You there, guide. We need help. Tell us what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Not you. I'm talking to the mouse.
The crane just makes a noise. So are you talking directly to the mouse?
Yes.
So you're saying this to the mouse, and the mouse is just kind of looking at you, perplexed.
Wait, what if the mouse is the wife? Right, guys?
I want to eat that mouse.
She wouldn't. If she were an animal, she wouldn't be something rubbish like a mouse. She'd be something good like a horse.
A whore.
Like a horse
So,
or like,
something with a famously strong
did
stream
you
of
just-
piss.
like a horse or a dolphin.
Did you just call my best friend's wife a horse?
No. Well, I mean, I
Yeah, I
said
think
she
you
would be a
did.
horse if she were an animal. She's made of
That's-
strong stuff. Hey, horses are noble animals.
Who do you think you are calling my best friend's wife a horse? I ought to sock you.
I'm her brother.
You're my wife.
Yeah, you're out of line.
You're out of line.
What?
Yeah.
You're acting like I've called her something crap, like a, I don't know, like a cat.
Whoa!
So
You
it's
calling her a
Polliver.
cat now? You
Polliver.
calling her a cat?
Polliver
oh.
steps out of his pie and he steps in between the two of you and goes, "Stop, guys, please! It's easy to fight, I know, but we really need to sort this out. I need Jennifer back. This is getting us nowhere."
Fine. I pick up the mouse cage. No, I won't pick it up. Punch the mouse cage.
Eric, with your bare hands, you want to punch the mouse cage.
Well, I assume I've got like leather gloves on or something, but yeah.
Do you want to? How hard do you want to punch it?
Well, hard enough to, I would expect, break glass. Like if it were a
But-
window, I'd be breaking it.
Okay, you're gonna need like a real sort of precise punch to break the glass and not damage the mouse. Is that? Do you still want to try it?
Wait, hang on. How big is this box?
It's not hugely big. The mouse has got like a bit of room to move about, but not
Oh,
a lot.
right,
It's
okay.
maybe like 30 centimeters.
What? And how big's this? I mean, is it like is the glass gonna fall on the mouse, or like I punch through the glass and punch the mouse?
There's probably not a huge amount of room for you to like punch a hole through the
Right,
glass.
okay.
Like you feel
Actually,
like if you punch the glass, it'll shatter the box.
Before I
And
punch the mouse, can I attempt to pick up the box and check that it's actually got a bottom?
Yeah, you but it's just like a bowl. No, you pick up the box and yeah, it's a normal glass box. You don't notice anything particularly strange about it.
It doesn't make
and the
like a
podium is
giant
flat as
rock
well.
fall or anything because I've removed it from the podium.
No. You've got it now.
And there's nothing beneath the box.
Nope, nothing beneath the box, just the podium. And the podium is it looks pretty sturdy. Do you want to do anything with the mouse box?
Do you care if I kill the mouse?
Who are you asking?
Okay, I dropped the box.
It is. No,
Don't say I
kill
didn't
the
give you an
mouse.
opportunity. Drop the box.
You just want to drop it on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. You drop the box, and it shatters into pieces, and you see some shards of glass embed into the mouse, and the mouse makes like a little bit of a squeal. But then, that happens, the mouse, the shards of glass go shooting out of the mouse, and the mouse doubles in size.
Wow. You're half of the way to becoming a horse. I like this mouse more and more.
And now that the mouse has been provoked, it's starting to sort of scuttle away from you.
Can I try and grab its tail?
Yeah, can you roll me sleight
Animal
of
handling.
hand?
Sleight of hand or
Let's say
dexterity?
sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, I'm actually good at that. 7. Plus 7.
7.
No, 26.
26. Okay, yeah. So the mouse tries to scuttle away, but you grab it just in time. You grab it by the legs and you bring it back to you. And now you pick up the mouse and you're holding it in your hands, so it can't go anywhere. And it was like a normal sized mouse. Now it's like a very large mouse. Well, not very large, but much larger than any mouse that you've seen before.
Now it's basically a rat. I got the mouse out. Does it look like? Is it bleeding?
No, it's not bleeding. But Poliver's going to approach you and say, "Give me the mouse. That could be my wife."
I mean,
And he's going to try and take the mouse from you.
I don't
Like,
think
hang
he
on, hang on.
married a mouse.
if this is Jenny, then it will recognize us here. Look, let me hold. If I hold Jenny, I'll put Jenny on the floor, and I'll say, Jenny, go to the person that you love the most, platonically or otherwise, and if it goes to me, we'll know it's Jenny. What does the mouse do?
Before you manage to put it down, Poliver stops you and goes, "Wait, this is a terrible plan. The mouse would run to me, you idiot. You're not thinking straight."
I don't think so. Who was
What do
the
you
one
mean
who
you don't
saved
think
it
so?
from the box?
The box was just a glass box. You shattered the box and it got glass in its back. It's probably terrified of you.
Well, and not if it's Jenny.
Especially if it's Jenny.
She knows me. I get things done. I don't mess around.
Look, fine. So now, you and Poliver stand sort of like an equal distance apart from each other, and you're gonna pop the mouse down sort of like in the middle of the both of you.
Yeah.
So the moment that you put it down, it scuttles off towards Rhombus.
Oh, hi.
And the mouse is coming right at you, Rhombus. But it's gonna try and just dart past you. Are you gonna try and stop it?
I'll try and catch the mouse.
So
I'm sorry, Poliver. This doesn't mean anything.
Can you roll
Even
sleight
if
of
this-
hand?
Even if this mouse is your wife. 14.
14. Okay, yeah, you just managed to grab the mouse, and you pick it up in your hands. And then Poliver goes, "Oh wow, great idea. It's clearly not Jenny then, is it? Because no offense, Rhombus, but
But what?
well, you heard Eric. He said go towards the one you love the most, and the mouse ran straight to you.
Oh, right.
Unless you don't have anything to tell me, do you, Rhombus?
No.
Right.
No, genuinely, no. This is just a very unlucky coincidence. I'll give you the mouse. Your wife back.
Is
It's not Jenny. It can't be Jenny. We've ascertained this.
Jordan, is that true?
It is true,
Okay, right. I won't make you roll deception.
but Rhombus wishes it wasn't.
Can you roll persuasion though?
Because even though it's true,
Well, you've
you're
got to
still going to make it
persuade.
sound like it's not true.
Well, you know.
Nat one.
So, Polliver is. It looks like a lightning bolt has just hit him. He instantly goes, "You! This is why you wanted to come on the quest, isn't it?
But no.
It wasn't about helping me. It was about getting Jenny back because you love her."
No. It's I don't honestly. I don't.
So Polliver's going to go back to his slice of pie and just sit there, and he starts weeping into his hands.
Listen, Polliver.
Polliver.
It's not Rhombus's fault. He's
What?
very
It's-
attractive dragonborn. He has a lot of a
Oh.
lot of attractive qualities, and you don't. So
Wow.
it's really your fault that she left you.
So I'm honestly, Polliver.
Polliver has gone back to sit in his slice of pie, and he's crying with his head in his hands, sitting there, because he's now convinced that Rhombus is, at the very least, interested in his wife, and
Polliver,
the feelings
Polliver.
may be reciprocated.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, but this is all a big misunderstanding.
He doesn't reply to you; he's just crying.
There's nothing going on between me and the mouse. I mean, the wife, your wife.
While Rhombus says this, the crane is chugging the potion.
Okay, so the crane chugs the potion of hefty clompers. And has Vidania noticed that the crane?
No,
has drunk the
she
potion?
she has not noticed at all.
Okay. I'm gonna say that because everyone else is preoccupied by this drama that's going on, no one else notices either. What does Vidania think is happening right now?
Something to do with a mouse being someone's wife, but she didn't really catch all of it, to be honest, and she's too polite to ask them to repeat it. So she's just kind of standing there and waiting for them to say something else.
What is Rhombus gonna do with the mouse?
Oh, sorry, I forgot who I was for a moment. I don't have the mouse.
I'm gonna. Well, I'll gladly give it back to Polliver if he wants it.
Okay, so you walk back to Polliver, who's sitting on the ground. Do you want to just put it at his feet? He's not gonna.
No, I'll stand across from him and say, "Here, Polliver, watch. I'll put the mouse down, and this time, the mouse will go to you."
Okay, do you put the mouse down?
Yep.
As soon as you put the mouse down, it scuttles over towards Vidania. And that draws all of your attention towards Vidania. And you notice that you don't know how long this has been the case for, but the crane now has massive feet and massive wings. Just huge, like 5 times the size.
Well, the crane was going to have massive tits.
It's not 9 p.m. yet, Jake. So
So we're not past the watershed.
So yeah, you've all just realised that this crane is now, well, it's not necessarily huge, but its wings just like flap out onto the floor and are like being trailed across the floor, and its feet, its big like orange feet, are just massive.
Was Was that crane always that big?
Wait, where's my crane gone? The sack feels lighter.
So the mouse has run towards Vidania and the crane is going to try and eat the mouse. You can see that it's like moving towards it. So does anyone want to say anything or try and stop it?
Does Poliver still believe it's his wife? How did Poliver react to it going over to...
Poliver has got his head in his hands. He doesn't really know what's happening. He's not looking at any of this.
I'm going to try and save the mouse.
So how are you going to do that? Are you going to try and like dart forwards and get the mouse? Are you going to do something to the crane?
Tackle the crane.
Okay. Can you roll me athletics?
Can I try and tackle it acrobatically? Wait, I have +3 on animal handling. Isn't this animal handling?
I was like, literally handling the animal. Animal manhandling.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you roll animal handling. I'm pretty sure that's...
I'm going to like tackle it, and you're going to be like, there. 20, not that.
Okay, so you very safely, just as the crane is about to swoop up the mouse into its mouth, you tackle the crane to the floor.
Take that, animals.
A bunch of feathers kind of like fly up into the air as you tackle this crane. And then the mouse darts like behind... Oh no, it goes over to Vidania's feet, because Vidania's been standing still, not really know what's going on. And it's just kind of like nesting by Vidania's feet as you hold the crane in front of her. And
Vidania.
Just before you do anything else, over
Hello?
the speaker system, the voice once again goes,
Try getting into your sections, idiots.
Very nice of him to give us clues in this death maze.
He wants to play a game of bidiots.
If he doesn't stop giving us clues, we're going to solve this death maze, and we won't. No one will be dead.
All right, I'm going to get into the spot, but I'm going to pick up the mouse first.
are you gonna, Vidania, are you gonna do anything first since you're closest to the mouse by your feet?
Yeah, I guess she'll just walk backwards a little bit so she's in a section.
Okay. And then Rhombus picks up the mouse. The crane stands back up and goes back. Like, it's finding it really difficult to walk now with these massive feet. So it takes a while to like pick up its feet and walk itself back towards Vidania. It's definitely not as fast as it used to be.
Before this, it was the world's fastest crane.
It's got medals at home.
I'm getting into my spot because I want to, not because you told me to.
So you're all standing in your individual sections. Well, except for Poliver, he's in his section, but he's sitting down crying. And Rhombus has the mouse. And there's the podium in the middle and a bit of glass on the floor near the podium. Broken glass. Anything else you want to do or investigate?
So getting into
Maybe
our
we have
sections
to-
is not enough.
Not enough.
Maybe we have to put something on the podium.
Are all the torches in are all the torches in their sconces currently?
No, you picked the torches out, so you're all holding your torches.
Can I try and put my packed lunch on the podium?
Yeah, you put your packed lunch on the podium and nothing happens.
Okay, I guess now's the time we need to set the mouse on fire. There's only two things in this room to interact with: the mouse and the torches. So, let's combine them.
Does anyone have any thoughts about that?
Look, we know it can't be we know it's not Jenny now.
You're going to say the wife.
We know it's not Jenny now because you tried it again and it went to Vidania. Didn't go to our hunky new boyfriend. Well, maybe. I suppose now the jury's out on that one. It didn't go to the hunky boyfriend and it didn't go to the hunky brother. Not that the fact that I'm hunky would be relevant in this situation. was on mute. Sorry. Can I have the mouse, Rumbus? Or if you want to do it, you're some kind of druid.
Fine, I'll put the mouse on the podium.
Okay, Rumbus puts the mouse back on the podium, and it stays there, and but it looks very scared, like it's about to sort of any loud movements or sudden movements, it's about to dart away.
I looked at us like, whisper, last chance to stop me from setting this mouse on fire. I'm going to start with the tail, in case it's a bomb. I'm going to start with the tail, in case it's a bomb, and I need to run away before it explodes.
Can I nudge Poliver?
So you want to go over to Poliver's bit and nudge
Oh,
him?
is my bit not next to him?
No. Well, you have some. Either way, you have like some space. It's a big room.
Okay.
So there's lots of space between you guys now, if you're standing in your pies. But you can move toward him if you want.
Can I say, Poliver, he's setting the mouse on fire?
He looks up and he goes, "Good. I can't bear to think that it is actually Jennifer."
Wait a minute. Do you think it's Jennifer and you think I'm burning your wife? Or...
No, I don't know what to think anymore. But if it is Jennifer, I don't want to live anymore.
You don't want her to live. Clearly, it's not you I'm setting on fire.
If you don't want her to live, then why are we all here? Mission accomplished.
Right, well, okay then. I take the torch and I'm gonna put it towards the mouse's tail and then run and put my fingers in my ears. After lighting its tail on fire.
So you set the tail on fire, and the mouse instantly gives out a loud screech, and it jumps off the podium in a blaze, and then splats down onto the floor. It looks like it's broken all its legs. It can't move, and the fire is slowly engulfing the mouse as it screams.
What's happening?
And the screams start to get quieter and quieter and quieter.
What's
and
that
then
ringing?
A while after the screams stop, you can all smell burning. It's quite horrible. And then water starts to pour in from the ceiling.
We
and
did it!
starts to flood the room. As you're now surrounded in water, you're swimming as it's raising you up higher and higher and higher.
Is there like a hole at the roof in the
There's
ceiling?
a hole. Yeah.
Is it big enough to sort of swim through once the water gets up to the top?
Basically, there is no ceiling. Like you looked up and it was darkness. You couldn't see above you. So
So why did the mouse get bigger then?
To make it more
that's not my
scary
place
and
to
make
say.
us want to kill it more.
There is a reason, but you guys didn't seem to work that out. But it doesn't matter because you managed to do it. So you're floating. The torches have all been extinguished, and then eventually the water pushes you out into a different room. And then new torches flicker on. And this room, it's different from the last one. It's not circular. It's like a long corridor, and there are different pressure plates on the floor, from one corridor to another. One side of the corridor to another. You've been pushed up into one side, and across the other side of the pressure plates, you can see there's a door on the other side. It's like, I don't know, 50 meters ahead of you. But there's no way to get to the door without stepping on the pressure plates.
There's several. The floor is all
Several,
pressure plates.
yeah. So if you take a closer look at it, it's a 3x4 grid of pressure plates.
For those keeping track, by the way, I've solved one of the puzzles. 1-0 to me.
And Poliver goes, "Yeah, by mercilessly killing an animal."
Hey, you had a chance to stop me. You're equally You're equally at fault here.
Whatever. Let's just get on with it so I can go home with my wife.
Can I square up to Eric in defence of Polliver?
Yeah, you are like a fraction of his size, but yeah.
Can I stay out of it completely?
Yeah, I think that's for the best. What does Body Knock say to Eric?
Do you want to take this outside?
If I could get out, I happily would.
Yeah, that's what a pussy would say.
What did you just call me?
Nothing.
Who's
You
fussy?
just called me a pussy, didn't you?
No, well, at least I didn't call my best friend's wife a horse.
A horse
cat.
is a noble animal. If any of you had seen military action, you know that the horse is the king of the battlefield. If the king is not there.
So you're saying that my best friend's wife has got a big willy?
No, not all horses have big willies. The girls don't, and several of the boys don't, because they geld them.
What does that mean?
Rhombus shouts from the background.
It means
Never mind.
gesture, snipping my crotch, scissors at my crotch.
Whilst Body Knock and Eric are having this confrontation, Polliver
Was that a threat?
Polliver takes Rhombus aside and goes, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry. It turns out that probably wasn't Jennifer. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just really tense right now. I hope you don't take it too personally. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything."
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a good thing it wasn't her though.
Here's a good thing it wasn't her, because I would have killed you. I would have strangled you probably.
Okay.
If it was her, but I'm glad I can still call you a brother.
Well, yeah.
And then he goes to high five you again.
High five.
Oh, you're actually high fiving him this time.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. He seems
Rhombus-
happy about that.
Rhombus is definitely the most normal person so far. Against all the odds, Jordan is
It's
by
true
far the
neutral.
most ordinary.
So, the door is on the other side. Does anyone want to try anything?
Can
Say
I
anything?
see if there's anything written on the pressure plates?
Roll me investigation.
12.
Yeah, you don't see anything written on the pressure plates.
Can I pick up my drinks canteen and throw it onto the nearest pressure plate? Well, just place it, I guess.
Yeah. So there are 3 in front of you, and then there are like 4 rows of 3 beyond that. So which one do you want to put it on? The one in the middle?
Yeah, I guess I'll lob it into the middle in case it makes spikes come up right where I am.
Okay. You lob it onto the middle, and then a bunch of arrows from either side shoot out and completely obliterate the canteen. And there's water or whatever liquid you had in there everywhere.
Yes, water.
Did you put your potion in there? Because that looks quite yellow.
It's eggnog.
Oh, carrying out eggnog warm with you everywhere.
Well, it was eggnog. Now it's nearly cheese.
Egg.
So there's eggnog all over the floor, and the canteen has been ripped into pieces.
Oh no,
I love
the
that
canteen.
canteen.
Now where will we eat?
Well, there's darts. Anyone good at running very fast?
What?
Just keep. Well, how long did it take for the darts to appear?
They were instant. Like I don't know. If with some sort of spell, you might be able to get past them, but no one would be able to run that fast.
Spells? Oh, I have none. I can do nothing of the sort. Finally, a challenge I can't defeat. It's humbling.
Well, I'll remind you that there are two.
D2.
There are two pressure plates either side of the one that you threw the canteen onto, so you have an option.
Yes.
You don't have to step on
How
that
was
one.
it? 12 pressure plates in total?
Yeah, 4x3.
Well, I'm all out of canteens. I guess we send the crane. It's got big feet. It can. How many?
I
How many
came
of the
here
pressure
to kick
plates?
ass and drink canteens, and I'm all out of canteens.
How many? How many pressure plates could the crane step on at once with its big clompers?
It looks like it would step on at least like the first 6.
Also, it's
Pressure
got. Hang
plates.
on. The crane has wings and is very intelligent for a bird. Why don't we just get the crane to fly over? And I don't know. What's on the other side again? Is there a button?
You just see a door on the other side.
Can cranes open doors, Vidonia? Vidonia?
What?
I think
She's
fallen
dead.
asleep.
We are gathered
She's
here
so
today.
Wait.
Dies of old age. She had 15 more years.
We were in there a long time.
What does
Dania.
Dania think about the idea with the crane?
Can you help get the crane to fly across and open the door for us?
Yes, he's a good boy. He should do it.
What's the crane's name, by the way?
His name's Feathers.
And is he like your sort of seeing eye crane, emotional support crane, guide crane?
Yes.
All of them.
Seeing eye crane.
Yes.
Does he wipe your ass from time to time as well?
No, it's not gone to that stage yet, but he has been trained for the eventuality.
Does he do tricks? Sorry.
Yes, he does this one. And
Wow.
she claps her hands, and the crane just sits.
Wow. How long
Cool.
did it take you to teach the crane to do that?
About 2 weeks.
Can you get it to fly over now?
To me? Or...
No, to the door on the other side. Look, so
Oh,
there's platforms there. One of the I chucked my canteen at one of them and it made darts fly. I don't know if I can't be asked working out which ones don't make darts fly. So just get the bird to go over there, open the door, and
Wait, where
maybe
the
there'll be a
darts will
solution.
shoot it?
Not if it doesn't stand on the plates. It's got wings.
No, the
Should use them.
bird stays here.
Polliver just goes, "Okay, I'm tired of all of this. I want to save my wife," and he just jumps onto the podium on the left side, and closes his eyes and clenches his fists in front of him, and is scared that something's going to happen. And he steps on it, but then nothing happens. Oh, guys, I think this one's okay. What now?
Well, that was a 1 in 3 chance. Are you feeling lucky, Polliver?
Maybe. Yeah. I think so.
Can I go in for another special handshake with Polliver, but step on another pressure plate at the same time?
You want to step on the same one as him?
On a different one, if I can
Okay.
do a special handshake. Yeah, I secretly want to, but I'm going to do it pretending I'm doing a special handshake.
Okay, so you go in for the Spider-Man bit, and then you jump up to chest bump his crotch, and you land back down on the middle one because it's the only one that's next to the left one, which is the same one that the canteen was thrown at earlier. So then darts start to fly out at both Polliver and Body Knock, and I'm going to need you to take. Take 2d8 damage. And both of you like stumble back towards the rest of the party.
It's a party. Ugh. Ugh. The darts hit my 180. Ow. Ow.
Oh, body knock. As much as I love sick handshakes, that was pretty fucking stupid. How about I try again, but don't do that.
Wait, hold on. I'll try this time.
Okay.
So I want to jump onto the pressure plate that he was on.
Okay, you jump on the left pressure plate. Then in front of you, there's one in front
I'd like
of you,
to.
and then to the right, two to the right of that.
I'd like to take out the sandwich from a packed lunch.
Okay, you take out the sandwich.
And I'll rip a bit of it off,
Okay.
and I'll put it on the plate in front of me. The pressure plate, not an actual plate.
All right. Yeah, you throw it down, but can you make me an investigation check?
Well, I've got +0 for that. So, could you make it animal handling?
No, not this time.
It's a ham sandwich.
12.
Okay, yeah, 12. You throw the sandwich down, nothing happens, but you have an inkling that it might not have been heavy enough to trigger whatever might happen.
Okay. I'm gonna put down. Can I take off my shoe and put it down there?
You'd rather throw your shoe than the rest of the sandwich.
Okay, fine. I'll put the rest of the sandwich on there. Then. Also, I'll put it off the left one on the middle one.
But
So
we
yeah,
know
okay,
what the
you
middle
go,
one is, do we?
the middle one on the next row. I assume you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you throw your sandwich down on the middle one, and it's a ham sandwich, right?
It's brie,
said
rocket,
that,
and
Oh no, sorry, yes, yeah, it's a brie and rocket sandwich. But the brie and rocket turns brown and oozes out, and then it starts to smell like shit.
Hey, Poliver, it's like a metaphor for your life. It's like a metaphor for you. Full of shit.
oh, I was gonna eat that sandwich.
Poliver goes, "Don't make me."
I can't believe you let the dungeon master bully you into putting your sandwich down instead of your shoe.
Can I use my shoe to move the sandwich to the next pressure plate? Because even though this is happening to it, it's still a weight.
I mean, to do that, you'd need to like put your shoe down on the pressure plate. Do you want to do that? Like to
I'm not
scoop?
gonna make my shoe turn into shit. I'm gonna put my shoe down on. No, I'm not gonna do anything with my shoe. Anyone got anything else they can put down?
Does the sandwich look like it's rotted, like it's been left as if it had gone off?
No, it looks exactly the same, except the inside is no longer brie and rocket. It's now this pooey brown substance.
Well, I'll put the sandwich. I'll put the sandwich on the left pressure plate then, the one in front of me.
You want to bend down and like pick up the sandwich from where you threw it down.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to pick it up, and it just like falls apart in your hand. As the rest of it just turns into this brown liquid, and now you've got it all over your hand.
I really thought you were going to turn him into.
Can I wipe it on the left pressure plate in front of me?
Okay, right. You lean down to the pressure plate in front of you, and you wipe your hand on the pressure plate, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh,
You've
cool.
wiped some poo off of your hand.
Did that weigh it down enough?
Yeah, you think it did.
Okay, I'll step forward then.
Okay, yeah, you step forward, and you're all good.
Everyone follow me.
What's everyone
Well,
gonna do?
shouldn't we wait for you to do the last row? It
Hold
might get
on.
a bit crowded on. It might get a bit crowded on those squares.
Can I signal to the inventor? What's his name? body knock, can I ask him to get me something that weighs quite a bit?
Yep. What does body knock do?
Body knock. What? Give me some items that are around him that he can potentially use in the room.
I mean, there's nothing else around
It's
him.
an Iron Man
It's an
armor.
empty.
Break off an arm
Each
from
of
the
you,
Iron
give
Man
me,
armor.
give me something. Give me something small. I can make something.
Give me more. Give me.
I've got an idea. I have a crossbow, a heavy crossbow. If I fire a bolt at one of the squares on the end, that's sure to hit it with enough weight to weigh it down.
Completely dismissing Eric's idea. Can I try? Can I just nab his crossbow from him?
So you almost managed to pry it out of his
if he-
hands, but
if he-
then he gives one last tug and then takes it back.
I say, hey! Hands off Esmeralda. This is a fine crossbow. It's a family heirloom, I'll have you know.
I'm
I
sorry.
named
I'm
it
just.
after my favorite horse. It used to have a different name, being a family heirloom, but the old name was rubbish.
What is it with you and horses, man? Come on. Right. Well, listen here. Could I just have a look at it just for a moment, please?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do with it?
Nothing. I just want to look at it.
Well, I'm holding it. You look.
Can I get a feel for it, please?
Not yet. Let me do my bit first. I point at the square directly in front of where Rhombus is standing and fire.
Okay. You fire it at the pressure plate in front of Rhombus, and a sort of a medium-sized explosion goes off, and it blasts Rhombus backwards onto the square behind him, and you take 1d8 damage, Rhombus.
Can I
Ha
now
ha!
with all this? Go on, Eric.
No, I don't have anything to say. I love explosions.
With all this hullabaloo going on, can I attempt to pickpocket the crossbow from Eric?
It's
please?
in my hands. I'm holding it.
While he's
Yeah,
using it.
I can't let
Can
you
I-
pickpocket his crossbow that he's holding.
Sleight of hand.
I know your sleight of hand's good, but
Like Fallout, where you steal someone's gun that they're holding in.
I'll steal all of someone's clothes in Skyrim.
Can I shout over it?
Into their pocket.
Could you not try to blow me up next time?
I wasn't trying to blow you up. That was just a fortunate coincidence. That was just a fortunate boon.
Eric, sorry, can you whenever your character is not holding the crossbow anymore, can you let me know?
Well, now I've got it out. I'm appreciating the artistry. Look at that mahogany. I'm gonna
What's
load
mahogany?
up another crossbow bolt,
okay.
and I'll fire at the square next
Middle.
to that one.
Okay, so the one in the middle, so the third one forwards in the middle. You fire it at that one, and nothing seems to happen.
Shall I find out what the other one does?
Go
We
on.
could be here all day. I could check all of them.
Go on.
All right, I'll fire at the third one.
At the fourth one, you mean? Or you mean the one? Are you just experimenting with what they do?
The third one on that, there's 4 rows ahead of us with 3
Yeah.
on each row. Yeah. So the right one on the third row. So the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the fourth row?
So you shoot at the right one on the third row, and then the door on the other side opens, and a huge gust of wind blows all of you back. Well, all of you are still there except for Rhombus, who's on the first one, but it blows Rhombus back to the very start before the first plate.
That would have been very annoying if we weren't already before the squares. Is the door still open?
No, it closes again as soon as the gust is finished.
Well, we know the order.
We just need to find.
Well, you've got one row to go.
Is it presumably the squares are too big that we couldn't just jump the last set?
Wait, wasn't
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to jump over them.
wasn't the order like the middle one on the first row, the left one on the second row, the left one on the third row, and then the middle one on the fourth row?
No, it's left, left, right.
No, wait, shit, it was right. Oh, fuck.
Pretty sure it was left, left, right. Sorry, left, left, middle. Sorry, left, left, middle.
Right.
Does anyone else want to try anything?
No left.
I mean, if it ain't broke, I've got 18 more bolts. Sorry, 17 more bolts.
So, which was the one you shot and exploded? Was that in the third row or the fourth row?
That was the third row. Haven't shot at the fourth row yet.
Can you shoot at the middle one on the fourth row?
Sure. That's me
You
firing
shoot
my
it,
crossbow.
and nothing happens.
We call it a day there, or do you want to see what the other two do? The thing with the sandwich was pretty funny.
Well, the thing with the sandwich, if the crossbow hits it, not necessarily going to happen. So something could happen if we step on those squares.
Polliver barges past you and goes, "Look, stop playing around. Is this some sort of joke to you? I want my wife back." And then he steps
We
on
all want your
the
wife
left one.
back. I mean, wait, no. I mean,
He goes to the left one, the one in front of that, and then the middle one, and then the middle one. And then he jumps to the other side, and he's past all the pressure plates. Come on, guys.
oh, wow, okay.
2-0 to me.
Can we wait for a second to make sure he doesn't, like,
Explode.
dissolve?
Turn to poo.
He tries to open the door, but the door is locked.
Well, if we all go to the other side
while
and
he's-
Eric shoots a crossbow at it.
I try to, yeah, I try. While no one's looking, I attempt to shoot the one with the wind, the wind one.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that you hit it, and the door flies open, and Polliver goes flying back with a gust of wind, and like lands in front of you. And he gets up. He goes, "Look, you're having too much fun here, aren't you? I wish I never asked you to come along. This is the worst day of my life."
Hey, I'm sad too, but you just have to find fun where you can. Swings and roundabouts.
Polliver tries to make the same journey across again. He goes left, left, middle, middle, and it gets to the other side. He goes, "Come on this time, I'm serious."
Right, I'm going to go with him as well.
Okay, you follow that path.
Left, left, middle, right. I mean left. I mean middle.
Left, middle.
Middle.
Yeah. Okay.
I
And then you
holster-
get to the other
yeah.
side.
Holster my crossbow on my back and follow.
Okay, Eric, you've reached the other side. Waiting on Body Knock and Vidania and the crane.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
Okay. Do you follow the same route?
Yes. And can I? Is anybody walking with me?
Well, does Vidania want to go with you?
Yeah, Vidania will try and follow.
Can I attempt to pickpocket Vidania, please?
What? She's a surrogate mum.
So,
Is she?
all right. So are you
She's been pretty
gonna
rude
let
to me so far.
are you gonna let Vidania kind of go in front of you then?
Yeah.
Okay. And Vidania, I assume you still have the crane with you, like on a lead, going forward.
Can I pickpocket the crane,
Yeah, so,
please?
so I've got like a cloth wrapped around my shoulder, down underneath one arm that the crane sits in.
Okay.
Not anymore.
But the crane's wings are so heavy now and big that they're scraping across the floor.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I've put the lead on it and just letting it guide me.
Crane explodes.
So the crane steps forwards, and on its first step, it hits 6 plates. So arrows start flying everywhere. The crane immediately turns to stone. A massive tentacle
Unfortunate.
comes down from the roof and slaps the crane on the head, and then the stone crane starts uncontrollably shitting itself.
Well, it's lucky that it turned to stone before it got hit by the tentacle and the arrows. Could have gone worse. What does the poo look like?
It looks like human poo for some reason. It's
It's
brown
not made
and
of stone,
squishy.
then.
No, it's not made of stone.
Well, that was weird.
And then Vidania, can you can you roll me animal handling?
Yeah. What's my animal handling? Oh, good animal handling. I've got +8.
I'm good at animal handling. I say as I tackle the crane again.
21.
Okay, you've been around cranes long enough to know. You've never been in this situation before, but you know that to get the crane to the other side, you're gonna need to find some way to like carry it. It's not gonna be able to get to the other side, especially now that it's stone.
Oh no.
Come on,
Oliver's on
guys.
the other
Let's
side,
go.
going, "Come on, Mum, we need to go. Leave the crane. It's not important."
Whoa.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, son.
Did you hear
Wait.
that?
Wait,
She just
no,
says that
hold
every
on.
now and then.
What's
When
his-
in complete silence, she sometimes just goes, I'll pretend I didn't hear that, son.
Oh god.
My only spell is Firebolt, so I don't think I can do anything.
Force it across with a fireball.
Wait, what if we get Ant-Man to shrink down?
Climb up inside the crane's anus.
Well, just push the crane off those points. But it's probably just
Oh,
stone while
you're
it's
big
on
and
the...
strong. You come and help me with it.
I'll hop back on it over the squares.
Okay, what route are you taking from where you are now?
The way that we came, middle.
Which way is that?
Well, have the directions reversed. It would be middle, right if going
Yeah.
back the other way.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Just checking. So yeah, you're standing next to the stone crane now, who's like, it got 1 foot on the first kind of 6. You need to kind of like stand over, like right to the edge of the one on the right, which was on the left, to like not stand on the crane's foot. Its feet are so massive.
Okay.
What are you gonna try and do?
Try and sort of wrap my arms around its back and sort of Heimlich it off. Ugh, that was a horrible phrase. Heimlich it off. Grab it from behind like I'm performing the Heimlich maneuver and then hoist it off of the squares.
Can you roll me strength?
Oh, I'm good at that. I have 20 in strength. 19, which seems my go-to roll.
Okay, you're really struggling, but you manage to lift it just a bit off the ground. So it's hovering now. So none of the stone crane is touching the ground. But you're really struggling with this. It's very heavy.
Quick!
Is it still shitting
Daniel,
everywhere?
push me backwards! Push me backwards!
She attempts to push him backwards, but she doesn't really know which way is backwards, so just
Vidania,
pushes him
can
in a
you
random direction.
Roll me performance.
Performance?
Yeah.
Does she do a little flip?
14.
Okay. Right. Yeah. You just in time. As
Just in time.
Eric is moving backwards with the crane, you notice that he's about to step back onto the third one on the left, which you know is the wrong one because that set off an explosion earlier. Do you want to say or do anything? He's not stepped on it yet, but he's heading right forward.
Yeah, I try and push away from it.
Okay. You manage to push in over to the middle one, and just then Eric knows that Eric has realised that you may have just completely saved him.
Has the crane changed?
The crane is still stone, but yeah, Vidania manages to guide the crane and Eric back to the other side of the room. So now it's just Body Knock that's on the first side.
Can I put on my Iron Man suit, please?
It takes 10 minutes.
It will take 10 minutes.
That's
Everyone's
fine
on
with
the
me.
other side like, come on! do you want to put on your Iron Man suit?
Did I stutter?
Okay, right. Everyone waits 10 minutes while Body Knock
I'm going
puts on the
to
Iron
carry
Man
on.
suit.
The crane is still stone. I'm going to leave this. Oh wait, the door's shut, isn't it?
The door's shut. Do you want
And
to try
you
the
f-
door?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Polliver probably just has weak wrists, so I'll try it.
Okay.
Polliver probably.
You try it and it's locked. And then Polliver goes, weak wrists.
Well, I mean, it's not an unreasonable assumption.
And then over the spooky PA system you hear,
It's got to be all of you.
I fire my crossbow bolt at his Body Knock between Body Knock's feet, and I say, "Hurry up!"
Does that make you go any faster, Body Knock?
I want to watch that video. No, it doesn't know. It's a very steady process I need to do.
Okay, well, we don't need to wait 10 minutes, so let's just say that 10 minutes have passed, the armor is on, and everyone on the other side of the room is slightly annoyed.
Very.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, like
varying
clanking,
degrees of annoyed.
like an Iron Man one, where he's like cling, 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 walking over. He's like, "What's up, guys? Where's the fight?"
Okay, do you want to make your way across the plates?
Sure.
The prep.
What's the pattern that you're going in?
I can't remember, can I? I'll just walk straight ahead.
Walk straight ahead.
Left, right, left.
No,
Okay, so you go to the left one first.
thought you were like a
Yeah.
genius.
Right, you step on the left one. What one's the next one after the left one? You're good on the left one.
Left. I'll go left.
Okay, so you go forwards onto the next left one. Yep, you're good there.
And right.
Okay, you jump across to the right, and then the door flings open, and a huge gust of wind sends everyone flying back to the stairs.
Do we have to take the crane back again?
This might kill Vidania.
Do we have to carry the crane
You got
over?
quite hurt, didn't you?
The crane. The crane is. Luckily, the crane is so heavy that it hasn't been blown by the gust of wind, but all the rest of you have.
I have a plan. Next time we open the door, everyone grab onto the crane.
It's
And then we'll go over.
heavy.
Is Eric still holding his crossbow?
It's on my back.
He's
Can
got
I-
it on his back.
Could I attempt to pickpocket his crossbow now?
Yeah, you can.
Surely he has disadvantage for being in his Iron Man suit.
Yeah. Now that you're in your Iron Man suit, disadvantage on your sleight of hand roll.
Okay. He said.
So it's 20 and 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. Yeah. You still manage to pick the crossbow off of Eric's back, but he turns around because he's heard your clinking Iron Man suit. So he knows that you've got it, but you've got hold of it now.
Great.
He's over. Oh, he's on our side. Wait, he's on our. Oh yeah, no, we're all.
You're all at the start now, except for the
So I
crane.
know he's
Guys.
there.
This is like the cabbage to fox and the rabbit.
I'm going to start going over again.
Okay, right. Rumbus makes his way over. Eric has just noticed that his crossbow's been pinched by Body Knock. He's
Is
in
it
an
like-
Iron Man suit.
It must be like huge for Body Knock, because it's a heavy crossbow for a tall human to use.
How big is the Iron Man suit? Is it like man-sized? or-
Hulkbuster.
We have
know
to
it
see.
was- It's really more of
We
an
have to see
Iron
Body
Man.
Knock's stupid CGI head come out the chassis.
Oh, you guys are so screwed now. Yeah, it's like a dwarf Hulkbuster. So it is.
So it's an Iron Dwarf outfit. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with Esmeralda?
Who?
My crossbow.
This is my crossbow.
Hey, don't you try to gaslight me. Give it back.
No,
Okay, I punch him in the... Are you, like, entirely armoured at the moment?
I've got my helmet on now.
I'll attempt to pull his helmet off and then punch him in the face.
Okay. Can you both roll me? Actually, you roll me strength, Jim, and Sam, you roll me dexterity. I assume you want to try and stop him from doing this.
Saving throw or...
No, just regular dexterity.
17.
6.
Okay. So you pull his helmet off,
No, I
and
try.
you
Yeah.
punch him square in the face.
Yeah, try and break his nose.
Okay, yeah, his nose looks like it's broken. You punch him in the face, and his nose starts running with blood.
What's Poliver doing in all this?
Polliver has followed Rhombus across.
Is Poliver reevaluating who his best friend is now?
Polliver's
Can I-
growing closer and closer to Rhombus as time goes on.
Can I say, Poliver? Isn't that your best man?
Yeah, I don't.
And isn't
really
he
know why
fighting He's fighting your brother-in-law.
I mean, granted, I'm more on his side than Eric's, but I'd rather they didn't right now.
Can I take the crossbow back whilst he's recovering from his busted?
Hey,
Yeah,
no.
I'm just gonna say you can take the crossbow back since you've struck him in the face till he's bleeding.
Can I pickpocket something else of his while he's
No,
taking
not
it
at the
back?
moment, because he's gonna be very aware of your presence now.
Right,
Certain
I'm gonna
death
say, come on, Vidania. I take Vidania's hand and walk across and lead her across.
How much
Okay.
damage did Vidania take when she fell over?
I'm gonna say that she took no damage just because it's the
Okay.
wind blew her over. I know she's frail, but yeah, nothing actually hit her. So that's
This was
we'll
a
go
lucky
with no
fall
damage.
for her.
Yeah, it was a lucky fall. She landed like flat on her back, which is the safest way to land. Okay, so is everyone going across to the other side?
Well, we're all looking at body knock.
Right, but is Body Knock going across to the other side?
Yeah, but can I choose my path again, please?
Yeah, what route are you taking?
Going left,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
left again.
Yeah. Do you
Go on
wanna-
the bloody
again.
middle one,
Do you-
body knock.
Roll.
What?
roll either talk to them or roll history.
I'm going on the middle one.
Okay, middle one. Yep, it's good. And there's one more.
Um. Which one is it, guys?
It's the middle
No
one.
one's gonna tell him.
The middle. Can I go in the middle one again, please?
Okay, yeah, you go in the middle one and it's good. So then you hop over off the last middle one, and then you hear an unlocking of the door, and the door flies open. But this time there's no gust of wind, and you can just walk right through.
What about the crane? Is it
One of
still
you's
stone?
gonna have to take the crane. It's still stone.
I struggled to lift it off the ground before.
I'm not taking the crane. I've already got my hands covered in that stuff. I don't want any more of it on me.
What does Vidania think about
Wait, what?
that? Rhombus has refused to take the crane.
Because it did all those crane poos.
Is it stop doing them?
It stopped doing poos, but it's still stuck.
Okay.
No, he.
Well, I'll
he needs
drag-
to
I'll drag
someone
the
needs
crane.
to take the crane.
Well,
What,
why
you
doesn't
say
your
you are
son
taking
take the
the
crane? Why doesn't Poliver take the crane? I think that would probably be the.
Honestly, Mum, I really think we should leave the crane behind. We can get you a new one. I'll get you a new crane. How long is a crane's lifespan anyway? It can't have that long left. Mum?
Oh my god.
She's dying of old age.
Oh, she's not very
Again.
well, is she?
Look, okay, me and Poliver will take the crane. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, you're alive. Oh, phew.
The two of you pick up the crane with great difficulty. and bring it into the next room. So you go into the room, and it's another circular room, but it's much smaller than the last one. And as soon as all of you pass through the door behind you shuts, and then the door seems to fade into the wall. And you're all you're quite tightly packed into this circular room. And
Did we leave the crane behind? Sorry.
no, you've got the crane. You've got the crane.
Who's carrying
body?
it?
No, sorry, no. It was Rhombus and Polliver that took the crane together.
Wow, Rhombus, you must be very strong. You must be stronger than me to be able to be carrying that. I mean, it can't be Polliver.
I'm not very sure, actually.
So what you're standing on now is like metal grating, and the room that you're in is very hot, and you notice that a sand timer is ticking down. You look like you have maybe about 5 minutes. I won't do this as 5 minutes in real life, but your characters have about 5 minutes.
So the sand timer
you
is
notice.
Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
You notice that the sand timer is going, and as you look up, the way out is on the ceiling again, and the room is growing hotter and hotter by the second, it seems. And then on the PA system, you hear,
Ah, so you've overcome my first 2 tests. Well, to get through this one, a great sacrifice is required from each of you. Only then will you ascend.
Guys, we have to kill the grate. What? We're standing on a grate, right? Sacrifice the grate. How do you do that?
Put some holes in it.
Does it mean we have to throw something down through the grate?
A great sacrifice.
Wait, you guys are looking at me after he said that.
Well, no one else is going to fit through the holes.
I can't with this on.
But I've already made a sacrifice. I gave up my lunch. That's all I have.
Oh, I think
I
my
gave
lunch
up
is
my
going to be giving up
canteen.
right now, actually.
How big are the holes in the grate?
they're very small. You can poke your fingers through them, but like realistically, you're not going to be able. You definitely wouldn't be able to fit through them.
And Polliver could poke his penis through them. I don't think I could.
Wow, what a flex.
Yeah. Anyone want to try anything or investigate anything?
I'm just going to try and make a great sacrifice by... I'm going to drop a... I've got some rations. I'm just going to drop a biscuit through the holes.
Okay. Yeah. You drop a biscuit through the holes, and then you see it disappears for maybe about 5 seconds, and then you see the biscuit in crumbs fly up past your face and up towards the roof.
Well, who's going to put their finger in?
Can I tear through the grate at all? My Iron Man strength.
You can try.
You have to put all your fingers. You'd have to put your fingers into it in order to do that first.
Can I use my mechanical know-how to assess which bar is the weak, like the emergency weak, like spot?
The one they make for police in case they accidentally get trapped in the jail.
Exactly. That's exactly, yeah. 33.
Okay.
Wow.
You look at this grate, and it's like the meme from The Hangover where you
was
use
gonna
that
say-
Galifianakis with the numbers.
Oh yeah, go Galaxy Brain. Like,
and you're like assessing which bit of the grate is like structurally the weakest.
Secrets
and,
of the universe are within this game.
And then you identify that there's one section, it's sort of near the corner, where the holes are a little bit wider for some reason, and that indicates that that might be the easiest part of the grate to try and get through somehow.
Can I put? Is there a way I can fit my dagger down the grate
Um,
in one of the bigger holes, maybe?
you would be able to put the blade bit down, but like the handle would stop it from completely falling in.
How about my javelin?
Yeah, you could probably get your javelin in.
Okay.
Do you want to put your javelin in?
Yeah. Yep, I'll do that.
Okay.
What?
So Rhombus slides his javelin into the hole, and then I'm going to need everyone to make a dexterity check.
Oh. Well, that was very sensual.
19.
16.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no.
so you were quite quiet.
Fail.
I don't know why Vidania has a +4 in dexterity when but she got a critical fail anyway, so
Okay. So yeah, everyone darts out of the way, except for Vidania, who's a little bit. She doesn't really know what's going on. Poliver screams, "Jump!" But she just kind of like stands still, looking confused for a bit.
I don't
And,
want to hump.
And the javelin shoots back up through a different hole.
Oh, poor Vidania.
And it comes up underneath Vidania and then pierces underneath her armpit through her shoulder. And it passes right through and goes up and then like sticks like a magnet to the ceiling.
Oh god.
And now, Vidania, you're going to take...
Whoops.
What? You're going to take 3d10 damage.
It's like end of Evangelion.
I'm glad I didn't put my penis through the hole.
And you're now bleeding as well.
Okay.
Can I use that Iron Man healing gel? that he uses?
25. 2 10s.
2 10s.
Fucking hell.
I mean, this is why you shouldn't use automatic dice rollers, but
How much health do you have?
88, so it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll. It was your right shoulder. So no, any sort of major tasks that you have to do with your right shoulder will be with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Carrying the crane.
Yeah. What? Does anyone want to react to this? There's quite a bit of blood everywhere.
Oh no!
bleeding.
Poliver's gonna rush over and go, "Mum, are you okay, Mum?"
I'm fine.
Oh no.
But Mum, that javelin just passed right through your shoulder.
I'm sorry about your mum. I'm sorry about your wife as well, but
Poliver goes to Rhombus and goes, "It's okay. It was an honest mistake. I forgive you, but I'm worried about my mum. She's more vulnerable than ever. I don't know if she's gonna make it through here." So yeah, Poliver is gonna just stick around Vidania and sort of hold her, and he looks a little bit taken back by what he's seen. He's never really seen his mother in combat before. She did all his fighting before he was born, all her fighting before he was born. So he's not used to seeing her in a damaged state. But she's a trooper. It seems. She's getting through it. So yeah, after seeing what happened to the javelin, what do you want to do next?
Well, she's still is she still bleeding?
She's still bleeding. Yeah.
Might want to do something about that. Rhombus, are you a druid? Do you know any healing magic? Do you know any healing magic?
I'll have a look in my memory.
My mind palace.
Not sure.
Right. Well, I've been taught some first aid in the military. I'll see what I can do. Would I have bandages on me? Probably not. Don't think
yeah,
I have
I'm
it in my
gonna say no.
pack.
I don't know if anyone has any sort of med kits or anything.
I have a herbalism kit.
You try some herbal treatment.
Wait, the potion of healing of ... healing.
Let's ... healing
Drink
question mark.
that.
Body knock is in possession of the potion of ... healing.
Yeah, I know. Wait a minute, guys. We can use my potion of healing. That's what Body Knock says.
But Body Knock is offering the potion of healing.
Oh,
Yes,
you
but
are
it was his
offering it,
idea. Yeah, he wants to make it incredibly clear that it was his idea.
I'm not drinking that.
Apollo goes, Mum, honestly, you should drink it. It's our best shot. You're
No, I
bleeding
won't
out.
do it.
Oh, this is sad. This is like a scene from a dementia drama. Come on, Mum, have the soup. You need to. You need to eat.
Mum, you're gonna keep bleeding everywhere. You're gonna take so much damage.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Really, don't make me drink it.
Oh God. Oh. Okay, I won't make you. So Body Knock, do you wanna put the potion away, or do you wanna give it to Vidania?
I mean, is she gonna have it? I don't want to give it to someone he's not grateful.
I mean, she's made it clear she's probably not gonna drink it.
I mean, she probably can't
Can I
fight
get
people
the
about it if someone tries to make her.
Can I use my Iron Man strength and rip her arm off?
What?
I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make something good.
I'm gonna give you one opportunity. Do you want to do that?
No, but can I explore the possibility of pickboxing someone for materials to make something? I want to make an arm for her.
Vidania's going to get her sewing kit out of her bag and just start trying to stitch herself up.
Okay. All right. So Vidania sits down and tries to stitch herself up for a bit. This is gonna take a few minutes at least.
Can I ask
Anyone else
a
want to try and
Can I ask a meta
What's
question?
Rhombus got on him? What items?
Not
Rhombus,
meta,
what
but-
items do you have on you? If you don't mind me asking.
Am I meant to have like 3 pages worth of spells?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got a lot of spells.
Good. Then I do have some spells that can work for this. I don't know how many spell slots I have, but I assume it's at least one.
I don't know if it was
I've-
an error or not, but I saw it and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll give him 3 pages of spells.
Okay. I'm going to use Erupting Earth. No, I'm not. Okay. Melt into stone. Can I melt her into stone so she stays safe?
That works so well for the crane. Actually,
I'm not going to.
Right, the next spell that you say, I'm gonna go with
Cure
you're actually
wounds.
casting
Cure
it.
wounds. I'm going to cure wounds.
Okay.
choice.
You cast Cure Wounds on.
And I'll
Yeah,
cast
you
it
have
at the
to roll
second
for it.
level. Cast it at the second level. So, screw it. Cast it at the 3rd level. Let's go. So that's 3d8.
You had a spell. You had a spell called Find Traps the entire time.
There's 20 health.
Okay. And yeah, Vidania is no longer bleeding. So she was sitting there sewing herself up, and then all of a sudden the wound just closes.
She still continues finishing the stitch.
You can't leave it messy.
You also had the ability to befriend animals and talk to animals. That would have been really
Oh.
helpful. when there was that. That would be really helpful when you were being accused.
I thought those were
of
just like
banging the mouse.
general spells that my class could have had, and not a specific list of spells that I definitely have on me.
Well, I think druids prepare a set of spells.
Giant insect.
Technically, they
Oh,
don't have all the spells at once.
So here's my slots. So I've used 1 3rd level slot. I'll put that down.
Yeah, fill in your slots that you've used. Okay, does anyone else want to try anything to get out of the room?
Well, I've sacrificed a biscuit.
Just read my
I've
spells.
sacrificed a biscuit. Rhombus has sacrificed a javelin, and I mean, I feel like Vidania has sacrificed something.
What if she puts in her needles just in case?
Oh no, not more sharp objects.
Let's get her out of the way first.
Eric is
Okay,
quite
well-
Eric is quite impressed by Vidania, like that kind of sort of battle-ready determination and no nonsense attitude is he's impressed by as a soldier.
So what about Body Clock? What's his name? Body Knock. That's him.
Body Knock, he's not impressed by Body Knock.
No, I mean, what are we going to do with him? Because he's not going to sacrifice any of his Iron Man suit.
Body Knock, are you going to put something down through the grate, or am I going to have to push you through it?
Can I put my trusty crossbow Esmeralda down?
The hole's like big enough for your finger.
You don't even have the crossbow.
Yeah, it's back.
Well, you got taken off me, so
That is in many ways the ultimate sacrifice.
I've got a bag of 1,000 ball bearings that I can throw down.
Do you want to do that?
Oh god, not all of them.
All of them.
I said this into a shotgun. Yeah, I'll throw 1,000 ball bearings down.
Oh god.
Buddy not pours the bag of 1,000 ball
So I've run away from the grate.
into the grate. Everyone make a dexterity throw again.
Watch
When do
out,
we get back
Vidania.
on the grate?
He's got a smile of glee on his face, like a child, pouring soap and stuff down the toilet for fun.
I did that wrong. 11.
13.
6.
I got 11, but yeah.
Okay,
I'm still wearing my Iron Man suit.
Vidania, Eric, and Body Knock. You three are just pelted with so many ball bearings. It's not hurting you. Well, it's hurting, but you're not taking any damage. It's just really annoying and inconvenient, and it's like it pinches you all over your skin.
They don't affect my skin, do they? Because I have my suit on.
You're right. They don't. It's like it's raining hard on your suit.
Yeah.
It's still difficult to see anything for a moment, and very stressful.
I suppose I'm getting a tingly feeling, right? Because they were like.
Yeah.
all over me.
Yeah, I'm sort of pushed back a little bit. And then for Rhombus, you catch a ball bearing directly in the eye.
Oh.
Oh.
So you're gonna take 1d8 damage.
That's fine. 6.
Does his eye work?
And now, yeah, you're. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a permanent injury, but for the next while, you can't see out of your left eye.
Ow, my left eye.
How do Poliver and the crane fare now?
The crane is still stone, so the crane is doing okay. Poliver. Okay, yeah, Poliver's fine. Poliver darts out of the way. He gets blasted by a couple, but it's again more of an inconvenience than
That was
anything damaging.
that was very generous of you to not make it like a blunderbuss of ball bearings.
Okay, then Poliver goes. Okay, well, Body Knock, Eric, Rhombus, you've all put something in the grate. I suppose I could part with something, but I don't really have anything that's small enough to fit through, except for
Your mum. Sorry.
Well, she is here, so.
That was me, by the way. That wasn't Wamba saying that.
Somebody hear something. I think I heard a quiet voice go, "I don't think I'll fit in there." But...
No, Mum. Don't worry. We're not going to put you in the grate.
What? You want me to get in the grate?
No. We're not going to put you in the grate.
Can you imagine that?
Vidania's gonna walk over to the grate and see if she can get in.
It's like the size of her finger. She can put her finger in.
How did the spear get in then?
How did what get in?
The spear or whatever impaled her.
It was a javelin.
Oh.
So yeah, Poliver goes, well, the only thing that I have that's small enough is this photo of Jenny. I don't think I can part with it. I don't know.
Listen. Sorry, I was about to call him Craig. Listen, Poliver. If you part with that photo of her now, then you'll get to see the real her later. Isn't that more worthwhile?
You're right, Rhombus. You're a good friend. And then Poliver folds up the photo and then slides it through the gap.
Not to spoil anything, not to spoil your turn of sacrifice, but the things come back out.
Just as you say that, the photo flies back out and is diced into multiple pieces by the grate.
That's not a good omen.
Fly into the air.
Oh, I think I got a paper cut.
Do you need to restart it quick, Jordan?
No, it's still going apparently.
I think it was,
okay.
Sam was using voice recorder, not Audacity.
Oh, right.
Okay. So now the only person that hasn't put anything through is Vidania. Well, and the crane.
Did some of her skin not go in? Or blood?
No.
Surely some of her blood went in.
I feel like if
might
anyone,
have got in, but
if anyone's made a great sacrifice, it's for Dania.
She's going to crumble up a cookie and sprinkle it
are you going to crumble up a cookie and put it in?
in. Yeah.
You
Okay,
had another cookie left and you didn't tell me?
She had 4 for each of you.
Oh, 4
Actually,
for
you
each.
gave them out before.
Before Eric was
there as well.
Oh.
So you would have a spare anyway.
The
But yeah,
last of the
Vidania-
Lembus cookies.
Crumbles up a cookie, and then it spits the cookie back out. And as it spits the cookie back out, the grate that you're all on just disappears, and you start to fall for a few seconds. But then you're propelled upwards very quickly, and it looks like you're going to hit the roof. It's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, but much faster. But then the roof just also disappears right before you're about to hit it, and it spits you out into this cozy little cottage. And you're in a cozy little cottage with plenty of beds, and there's a table with loads of food on it. You've all got dressing gowns, big fluffy white dressing gowns with your names on the back.
When did I get stripped?
Well, no, not on you. They're all just hanging on the wall.
Did the crane get blasted up as well?
The crane got blasted up as well. Yeah, it's still stone.
Is there a tiny dressing gown that says crane on it?
Well, it says feathers on it.
Wow,
It's weird calling the crane feathers.
That was a generous 5 minutes.
It's like calling a human hair.
And you hear over the PA system.
Well, you've got through a few tasks now, but you've got a long road ahead of you. If you're going to want to see Jenny again, you're going to have to make some real sacrifices soon. But for now, lay your head down, have a rest, if you dare, and I'll see you very soon.
Hang on, Ichidong, before you,
Echikong.
Ichidong, what do you get out of this? What's your deal? Do you often just steal women?
Yes.
And why? What do you get out of this?
Because poor idiots and their stupid friends and family come into my death maze, and I can laugh at them as they fail my tasks. Many of them have got to about where you've got to now, but this room in particular has taken quite a few lives.
Why don't you just, like, set up an escape room or something?
I think I've lost quite a lot of blood.
Because you got like blasted via wind into the air, all of Vidania's blood that she lost got blasted up with you, so there's quite a bit of blood on the floor in this room now as well. But,
Are we covered in it?
not covered, but there's been splatters on all of you a little bit, yeah.
Ichidong, listen. After all this is over, and I've got us out of here, solved 3 of the puzzles so far, by the way, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to take your little itchy dong, and I'm going to rip it off, and then I'm going to shove it down your throat and choke you, and then I'm going to chuck you in a maze of my own creation, and by maze, I mean a coffin. It'll be very hard to get out of, and then I'll piss on it. How does that make you feel?
There's a long silence where nothing happens, and then a hole in the ceiling appears right above Eric's head, and a stream of piss just starts falling down onto his shoulder.
Oh, very mature.
Will Echipong ever be stopped? Will the crane ever become unstone? Will Jennifer ever be found? Find out next time on Questicles.